Good evening, everyone. Welcome. We have some coaches who are here and they would like to talk to you about the ULA framework. If you've noticed, we've all been posting different aspects, different areas of life of the ULA framework over the last couple months. We have the areas of fitness and finance, and we also have the areas of family and faith, friends, and also fun. And all those areas, of course, incorporate all of our lives. But each of us are going to talk just a little bit about each area tonight and how the ULA framework can help you live a more balanced and growing and purposeful life in each of those areas. So tonight we're going to start with fitness. And I believe Miss Gina is going to tell us about fitness. So Gina, take it away.
Yes, I love the area of fitness because fitness is always one of the areas that I'm always working on, and I'm always trying to be better every time. Fitness is a hard one because when we think about fitness, there's so many different areas when it comes to fitness. It's our mental state. It's our physical fitness. It's our emotions. It's everything. And, right now it's crazy. Obesity is out of control. Anxiety, depression. We're full of toxins. All of these affect our lives and affect the way we live, and it bleeds into the other areas of our lives. And if you ask the guys what color is on the bus, most of them are red because people want to lose weight. They want to stop smoking. There's so many different areas where people really want to get control of their fitness and their health so that they can feel better. Fitness is hard because there's so many blockers. And I think when people start thinking about fitness and what they can do, it's really overwhelming and they don't know where to start. So then they'll just kind of let the fear of it, laziness, and not being focused on those goals get in the way. And so then they don't do anything at all. So what I've tried to do over the last couple of weeks on my Fitness Monday is try to give people a starting point when it comes to food prep, when it comes to mental fitness, when it comes to the blockers that you have around the area of fitness. And then when it comes to exercise, because exercise I know is a scary one. So I want people to realize that when you get started on a fitness journey, you have to figure out where you want to start. You have to hit that healthy level of disgust where you say, I'm done living like this, and I'm ready to make some changes. And then you have to just find avenues to help you get there. And one of the best ways is to just have good accountability partners that are going to check in on you. And on days when you don't feel like doing good or you feel like eating crappy, that are going to say, no, that's not okay, and get you back on track. So when you think about fitness, think about what is one healthy thing you can change in your life starting tomorrow. Simple things. Take a walk around the block every day. Don't go to fast food. There's so many different things. Cut something out of your diet. Don't make your Starbucks run. There's so many different things that you can do that would really, really, really improve your health. And in ULA, we use the 3x5 note card. And if we think about it, a lot of them are simple steps, but each one of those simple steps is heading us in the direction of the goals and dreams that we want. So those little steps that we take every single day really, really add up and create huge results in our lives. And once you start to see the results, that's going to cause the momentum. People that see the numbers change on the scale, that causes so much excitement and that pushes them to do more, or they start to feel better, or they start to just feel a little bit better in their own skin. And these are things that you'll experience once you get a hold of your fitness and you start working toward it. So that's what I want to say about fitness. I believe finance is going to be next.
Thanks so much, Gina.
You're welcome.
So finance, of course, is everything about money. And finance is often a subject that a lot of people don't like to talk about. They don't want to tell how much money they make, or they don't want to tell how little money they make, or they want to know what other people make, but they don't want to, tell how much money they have in the bank, or how many credit cards they have, or how much debt they have. It's not necessarily something you brag about when you have a lot of credit card debt, especially. And so finance is actually something that we learn early on in our lives, and we develop a mindset about that. And many people will have something happen in their life that the mindset they develop is a mindset that is not abundance, but rather scarcity. And if you grew up and in your family money was always a problem, there was never enough of it, and your parents talked about it that way, and they just never seemed to be able to always pay the bills, or they couldn't buy the things that you thought, you should have, you might have developed a scarcity mindset. And when you have a scarcity mindset and you grow older and you start to become an adult and you go out in the world, where you automatically think that you're not making enough money, no matter what they're paying you, because money is scarce. It doesn't grow on trees, And so some people can have this mindset, and so they just go through life thinking, well, I don't have enough money, so I hope I make it through the end of the month, and I hope I can pay my bills. I've got to have these things. I watched that TV commercial, and they said, oh, this is the best thing that I should have. And if I had it, my life would be better. But now I have it, and it doesn't smell new anymore, and I still have to pay for it. And it's not a good thing. And so people can get themselves into debt just from having a scarcity mindset and not realizing that there is abundance out there in the world. And when I say abundance, you may be saying, what in the world is he talking about? Well, did you realize that if you have a home and you have furniture and you have clothes that you wear every day and you have a car, you are actually some of the most wealthy people in the entire world. There are many people across the globe that don't have a car, they may have enough clothes for a couple different days, but then they have to wash clothes. They may not have a bed to sleep in. They may have a mat. And so we actually live in this abundant society here in America, but we tell ourselves we don't because we have this scarcity mindset. And we really have to get over that. So if, let's say that you decided, I want to do something about this and change my mindset, it requires continually maybe affirming yourself and affirming that you do make enough money, or I can make more money. There is all kinds of opportunities out there in the world that people can do to make more money. First off, you could sell things that you actually have. One man's junk is another man's treasure, you might have heard. And so you can sell things on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or wherever you might want to do that, garage sales, and you can bring in more income than you've ever had before. You could start a second job or a side hustle. Many, many opportunities are out there that allow you to actually make more money. And then when you get that money, the ULA framework talks about the green gap principle. And you might have seen other videos that we posted here, which are about the green gap principle. But it's all about having a green gap in your expenses compared to your income. You want more income than you have expenses. And when you have that green gap, there are things that you should do with it. You should be saving some. You should be paying off any debts you might have so that you're actually debt free. And you should have a little bit that you're still going to have fun with. So I'll give you that information for the Green Gap Principle tonight. But first, the first thing I would like you to work on starting tomorrow is your mindset about money. Change it from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset. Now, let's talk about our next area, which is family. And Amy is going to tell us about family tonight. Take it away, Amy.
Hello. I am at my aunt's house out with horses, so please forgive me. I picked the wrong spot because the light that's on me is a motion detector one, so I have to keep moving if it goes black like that. That's why, because I'm not moving around enough. So I've been thinking about family a lot lately, and one of the things that I noticed, especially looking back on my ULA journey, is how easy it is to look at the big picture when it comes to family when you're setting down to make your goals. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. So when you're talking about family, it's your closest, your inner circle, not necessarily blood, could be friends that you consider to be family, or it could be, just your kids or your spouse or whatever that looks like for you. And I know when I first started working with ULA and I would say, oh, what are my goals for family? It would be something huge, like to take a vacation or, some long, far off thing that's not really going to help us in our day to day. So I would like to talk to you and challenge you when you're thinking about making your ULA goals for family to think small, to make sure that you're planning those dinner nights with your kids to sit down and talk about how their day went, that we're planning time where everybody has their telephones turned off, that we are doing fun days that don't even necessarily have to cost a lot of money. I just went out and got a zoo membership for my kids, which is a lot up front, but we can go whenever we're all off as many times as we want for free. So that was a good investment for us. And everybody loves the zoo. Everybody gets to spend quality time together. It's a little bit educational. So it kind of hits a whole bunch of stuff all in one. Also, when you're talking about family, making sure that you're also looking at the ULA blockers and the ULA accelerators for things that can help you. It's really easy to procrastinate dinner making, or it's really easy to, say, oh, I'll do something tomorrow with the family. So just making sure that when you make these little goals, like we're going to have a family night 3 nights a week, that you stay consistent with that, plan it out so that it's not something that's easy to procrastinate or be lazy about later. I guess that's really it for what I wanted to say tonight about family. I've really been on this journey lately with making sure that I'm taking care of myself when it comes to family. So making sure that you're protecting yourself in your inner circle. I think I posted about that on Sunday. Just making sure that you're taking care of you, taking care of the people that are closest to you, blocking out any toxicity, and make sure that when you have your goals for your family, make sure that there's some fun ones in there too. And I know we're going to Colette next to talk to her about the next F of ULA.
Yes, I am talking about field this evening. So I was telling them earlier, I posted about field earlier today, and as we've talked about before, I'm a teacher by day. And so we're on spring break. So it's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around field right now, but because we're on spring break. We just got back from a camping trip, and I posted earlier today about basically, so many of us go to jobs that we don't enjoy. Probably a lot more of us take that job that pays the bills, gets the income going and everything. It's not really a job that you feel you have a purpose for. So I posted about how lucky do you feel in your particular job that you are currently in, because we all are in different places. You could have a job that you really enjoy, you love, you feel like there is a purpose for what it is that you are doing. Could be a moment where you're not happy at all about the job that you're in. So it's all kind of taking little nuggets from what everybody has said so far. You know, you want to have that mindset of where you are in your job too. You know, have the gratitude for what it is that you have. You know, if you have a job right now, be grateful that you do have that job to make that money. But what are some of those action steps that you can do to get to that job that gives you more of a purpose, more of a fulfillment of what it is that you are meant to do on this earth? We are all here to do different things and all here to do them at different times within our lives. I was growing up playing school, wanting to be a teacher for as long as I can remember. I am almost at 20 years of being a teacher. Actually, I just passed 19, but I'm getting closer now to every day to being able to say I've been teaching for 20 years, which just is mind-boggling to me. The first few years, I didn't think I'd make it 5 years into it. But looking back, it has gone by a lot faster than I ever thought it would be. And the more I'm in teaching, the more I'm realizing it is teaching me what my true purpose is as a teacher. I am a teacher of many, many things, not just teaching my third graders. So I want you to be thinking about where you are right now in your job. Are you at a place where you are happy, or are you at a place where you need to kind of reevaluate? And it's okay if you are. It is totally okay. Just do not take that leap of faith and go and do something without having an action plan. So remember that where you are right now is where you are meant to be. And then just take those action steps every day to get to where you want to go. So who are we going to next? Wendy.
She has something she's going to say.
Oh, go for it.
I was just going to talk about faith. Usually Chris is on here, but she wasn't able to join tonight. Faith is another one that's a scary topic, because a lot of times when it comes to faith, people have a lot of fear, a lot of guilt when it comes to building a relationship with a higher purpose. We always say in ULA that we don't tell you what you have to believe in, but it's important for you to believe in something and know that you were created for something. One thing that's really grown my faith walk this year, my ULA 1 this year, is to grow my relationship with God. And the reason I chose that is because I know when I grow that relationship, it's going to grow so many other areas of my life. So I'm excited to see where that leads me. But one of the biggest things that I have done is I have sought after friends that are wise when it comes to the Bible. And I have learned so much from them, just pouring into me and teaching me things that I didn't know, or taking things that maybe I took for granted and turning it around and saying, well, this is what Jesus says about it. And it's amazing how much growth has come out of that. If you look at the ULA accelerators, gratitude, love, discipline, integrity, passion, humility, and wisdom, these are all of the characteristics of Jesus. And these are the things that are going to drive you in all areas of ULA. And it's been a really amazing journey for me. One thing that I've really embraced is worship, and just really thanking God for everything that I have. And I've kind of termed I say all the time now, I'm church on wheels, because if you guys have seen my truck, I have a big lifted Toyota Tundra, and it has a system in it. And my fun thing right now that I'm doing is I turn on that worship music and I have my windows down and I am just in a zone, and it's so much fun. I've really, really enjoyed doing that. And I feel different doing that. So it's fun and it's growing my relationship, and it's been a really awesome journey for me. And I know you guys have seen Chris, she posts every Sunday, and she does one story or one chapter in the Bible every single day. And so she's done a whole bunch of different challenges to have people join her because she wants people to have that same relationship. So that's what I just wanted to share. I know F's an important one, and without her here, I wanted to say something about it. So thank you.
Thanks so much, Gina.
Yep.
Let's hear about the subject of friends from Wendy.
Hey everybody, I'm super excited that you're here with us tonight, and I wanted to give you a bit of a challenge around friendships. And I think ULA is one of the only programs that I've ever heard of that actually includes friends as an important part of our lives. But when you think back on your life, I don't know about you, but for me, friends have played a huge role in my life for my entire life. But I want you to ask yourself, how do you feel about the friends in your life right now? Whether it's your 3 closest friends, or maybe it's your 5, or however many you have. And what I'd like you to do is I would like you to actually write down their names. And when you write down their names, I want you to pay attention to how your body feels when you write them down. Because your body is going to tell you whether that friend is good for you or not. And so when you write these down, you pay attention to that gut feeling. And if it's a good feeling, you know that that friend is a keeper. You know that that is somebody that improves your life and loves you. If it's not so good a feeling, then it might be time to take a look and ruminate even on that person. Or you might know right away that they're perhaps toxic for you, but it might also be somebody that you're just not sure about. And it might be time to move them from that sort of inner circle that you have of friends, maybe to an outer circle, and give some thought to what it is about that person that doesn't make you feel good. Because, at the end of the day, we can only control ourselves and our own thoughts and our own actions. So we have to take responsibility for the friends in our lives, because they can have a huge impact on our, not just our happiness, but on our morals, our values, all of those things. Even as adults, our friends can impact us in that way. So we want to actually be very careful and treat our friends as a very important part of our life, because we want to make sure that we are surrounded by friends that are worthy of our trust and our time. And when we find those people, then we want to create that inner circle of maybe 1 to 3 people. Maybe there's 5 of you. And then you want to hold them close. And you want to be present with each other. And that includes when you are actually physically present with each other, that your phones are put away. And that they are giving you as much of themselves as what you give to them. And you want to just make sure that it's a very positive, uplifting circle that brings you peace, brings you joy, and of course some fun and shenanigans to go with it. A couple of things I just want to tell you that create or that make up good friends. That would be, good friends are open, they're genuine, and they're honest with each other. They tolerate each other's frailties. They appreciate each other's differences, and they can give honest feedback. Even if it's not good feedback, they can give honest feedback all the time. And over many years, these are the people that participate in many parts of your life. But tonight, what I encourage you to do is to really think about the friends that you have in your life, and write down their names and see how you feel inside. And then you're going to know the ones that you need to take action with. And then the other thing I would really encourage you to do is make sure that you are doing what you need to do to be a good friend, that you also are present, that you are uplifting and positive for them as well. And that is it for friends. And I'm going to pass it on to Darla for some fun tonight.
Hi, everybody. I love talking about fun. So we've already talked about finance tonight. Finance sounds really boring and deep and hard and stressful for us, right? So when I think about finance, I have to put some fun in it. So whenever you want some help with anything fun, you just text me or put a comment here so we can help you. But one way to pay bills that would be really fun is you can pay a car payment. And every time you pay your car payment, instead of being frustrated at how much the car payment is, you can say, oh, think about all the places your car takes you and be grateful for that. Or when you pay your electric bill, you could put a thank you note in it, because what does our electric do? Like, we take it for granted, right? We've had some people that didn't have any electric or water for a while, and that was pretty like emergency. And so I know that sounds silly, but Kevin won't really put love stamps on our bills when we used to pay them that way. But you can make it more fun, right? Besides that, when you're working towards your budget and making sure that you get some bills paid down so that you have more time for fun, that is a good place to be. Let me tell you, it's fun to be able to just jump in the car and go to the beach if you want, because your bills are paid and you don't have a bunch of debt anymore. So pay attention to that one. Your fitness is fun. Make it fun. I don't like to just exercise or go to the gym, so I make it fun. I like walking in my neighborhood. I see wildlife. I listen to music or podcasts that's fun, and I just enjoy it, and I figure out how to make it fun. I like having fun at work. If you guys don't like your job, figure it out. Figure out how to have fun at your job, and not just like tell a joke, but if you figure out how to make someone's day at work, or give compliments at work, or even give your smile away. Right now, everybody, just give your smile away. I bet you get it right back. And it'll warm your heart, and it'll just be more fun, and you'll have more energy when you start sharing your smile. And then with your faith, if you ever feel like things are just stinking too hard because it's just hard in life, dive into your faith, because when it's too hard, it's probably because you're trying to do it all by yourself. And you will see this joy and this inner joy that can be fun. But it's this deeper inner joy that you'll find when you dive into your faith and let your faith walk along with you in all this hard stuff that you're doing. And you'll find your joy. And then with family, they mentioned having dinner together 3 nights a week. Make it fun. Make it dinner where you're really visiting with each other about their day, and give your kids a compliment. Give your spouse a compliment. Talk about something they're looking forward to. When people are looking forward to something, it'll be more fun. They'll want to have dinner the next time. So if they're just made to have dinner together, teenagers, they're not that so much into talking to people. And so if you make it fun and make it interesting and have a theme or have something to look forward to, then they're going to enjoy that family time even more. So think about those kind of things that can inspire your children, inspire your spouse, and make your dinners more fun. What do we have next? Friends. Friends, oh my goodness, you just have to have the right friends and you can have fun, right? So I just was listening to a podcast when I was coming home today, because I listen to podcasts because my drive is hard in the freeway. And so I pay attention, I drive safe, but I listen to a podcast that's a comedy thing, and it makes my drive home fun. And pretty soon I'm driving in the driveway. So I just heard that a whole bunch of friends used to get together and at somebody's home, and they would play these games together. Well, now they figured out in a Zoom call that they could play the games, and everybody's still at home, but they miss their friends. And so they could safely distance and play their same games out on Zoom. Did you guys know Zoom has games? Also, we were in rooms in our group right here, and rooms have games too. So there's lots of different games. We've done that with our family. Actually, Kevin has played Pictionary through Zoom or something with the kids. And so that's been really fun too. So I just wanted you to know that life is short and it's hard, and there's all this hard stuff about life. But when it comes down to it, it's life. So when you share your smile tomorrow, when you enjoy your work tomorrow, when you try and make someone's day tomorrow, either with a compliment or a smile or a hug, it'll bring you joy. You'll get more from it than you'll ever imagine. So when you have fun in life, that's just the most important thing. And all these other hard parts of life will get easier for you. So let us know tomorrow. Type something down in our comments today of what you had fun today or what you enjoy. And then also today is St. Patty's Day. And I didn't wear any green, and I haven't even gotten pinched yet. So I'm kind of sad about that, but I'm hopeful. Still hopeful because there's still time. And then for an Irish proverb, I think this might be, or maybe I just made it up. But anyways, may you always have a seashell in your pocket and sand in your shoes. So go to the beach, everybody, every chance you can. That's all.
Thanks, Darla. Definitely. You will be pinched.
Yay.
And Darla heard me say that, but nobody else did because I was on mute. And that's probably a good thing. So we're going to end our broadcast tonight the way we always do at ULA. All together, we have a little saying that we're going to say, and we hope that it will bless you and you'll have an awesome evening and a wonderful day tomorrow. So everybody ready? Be grateful.
Be grateful.
Be grateful.
Have faith.
Have faith.
And go get your
And go
ULA
get
your
your
ULA
life.
Everybody.
Have fun, you
Good
guys.
night.